Today we're going to discuss the three measures of central tendency: mean, median, and mode. All three of these will give us information about a set of data, talking about how they are centered in terms of the average, the middle number, or the number that occurs the most. The mean is the average of a set of numbers. To find the mean, we'll add all of the entries and divide by the total number of entries. For each measure, we'll have one example with this set of data: 2, 5, 4, 4, 9, 3, 4, 7, 5, and 7. One of the nice things about the mean is we do not need to put it in any particular order. We can just add up all the numbers. In this case, when we add up the numbers, we end up getting 50. We also just need to find out how many entries there are, so we can count the number of entries. And in this case, there happens to be 10 entries. Finally, to find the mean, we take the sum of 50 and divide by the number of entries 10 to get 5 as the average. When you're finished the mean, that number should make sense. It seems as though 5 is above some of the numbers and is less than some of the numbers, so therefore 5 makes sense as an average. The median is the middle number of a set of data. To find the median, we're going to have to write the numbers in order so that we can select the entry that falls in the middle. I've taken the same example and rewritten the entries in order: 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7, 9. There are 10 entries. There are two ways of kind of figuring out the middle number. One is we can work our way outside in. So I can take one number away from each end and continue to do that until I get to the middle number. So I've taken off 2 numbers, 3 numbers. Now we know that there are 10 numbers, so we could have also realized that 10 is divided into 2 equal portions of 5. So I'll have the 5th number from the left and the 5th number from the right will be my 2 middle numbers. If I have an odd number of entries, then I'll have 1 number in the middle, and that would be my median. But because I have 2 numbers and they're different, we'll have to find the average of these 2 numbers, 4 and 5. So we just found out how to find the average. We add them and divide by the total number. So there's 2 numbers we're finding the average of. We add them, divide by 2, and we get 4.5. So the median for this number is 4.5 because it was the average of the 2 middle numbers. The mode is the number that occurs the most. To find the mode, we'll place the numbers in order the way we did for the median so we can find out which number occurs the most. Placing the numbers in order is important because it makes it a lot easier to figure out what number occurs most often. I can see that a 2 occurs once, a 3 occurs once, a 4 occurs 3 times. There's 2 5s, 2 7s, and 1 9. So the most commonly used number, 4, occurred 3 times. So therefore, my mode will be equal to 4. Right. So here is one last example, and I'd like you all to pause the video after I read the directions and find the mean, median, and mode of this set of data. After you're finished, unpause the video, and I will go over the answers to see if you got them correct. Okay, let's see how you did. The mean, when adding up all the numbers, was 144. There were 11 entries. 144 divided by 11 is 13.09. When you are doing the modules, it's important to pay attention to directions because if they tell you how many decimal places to round a number to, we want to make sure you do that exact number of decimal places. Some of your answers for fill in the blank responses have been marked incorrect from the computer because you're rounding incorrectly. Your teacher is going back and changing your scores, but it's important that if you want to get the right feedback from the computer to type the answer in the way it should be entered. The median and mode both require you to put those numbers in order. So the mode, I'll do the mode first. I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 12s, which occurs more than any other number. So therefore the mode is 12. There are now 11 numbers. So 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So that means if I went in 5.5 from each side, I would get to the middle number. I could also cross off 1, 2 numbers from each end, 3 numbers from each end, 4 numbers from each end, 5 numbers from each end. And when we got 5.5, we realized that the middle number from both sides is shared. This number 12 is the one right in the middle. So therefore, my median is equal to 12.